Hey, we're live. How is everybody doing tonight? And like I said, it is our wonderful Devil's Night. So, we'll get you on camera too. We get invites out here. So again, tomorrow, guys, I'm gonna go live very early on my way to work. So gradually, people, if they're up and about, they can make their way on in. If they're up at that time in the morning, and that kind of thing. So. Tomorrow, guys, is Halloween, and we will be. I will be going live because I will be dressing up for work, and so again, guys, I will be in my Ghostbuster gear, so that'll be quite good. So I'm technically going to be tomorrow with it being Halloween. I'm actually going to be suiting up, and so again, it's still gonna be dark out partially on my way walking up to work. So again, like I said, it is October. So again, we're gonna get that gradually all set up there. Hi Jerry, how you doing? And so again, happy Halloween week, guys. And so again, tonight is the big evil Devil's Night. So again, this is our Devil's Night chat show, and that kind of stuff as well. So as we're just setting up here, I want to get the other light here pulled down, and so that way you guys can actually see us in the dark here. And so anyhow, tomorrow night is our work group photo. And so technically I'll be actually wearing my Ghostbuster gear to work tomorrow, so that'll be quite good. So again, we're dressing up for Halloween, so again we'll be I've got that all kind of put together, and the headset and the battery pack that I showed you in the last couple of videos will be connected together. So, and don't have any. I didn't have any. I couldn't find my shin pad. Didn't have any extra shin pads for my knees, so I'm just gonna use bandanas, that kind of thing. So around the kneecap area. So that'll be quite good. And so tomorrow, guys, we are going to authentically be live on my way to work, and probably a bit after work too. So probably won't be able to take you live at work, but probably will before I go in or on my way to work. Considering on how my battery holds out, that's why I'm doing like a double charge tonight and that kind of thing. Because my actual portable battery pack is going to be in use for my LED light headphones, which is going to be my Proton pack, which is kind of a digital system. So again, I'll show you guys again. So again, guys, it is a bit of a digital system. So guys, and the headphones will plug into there, and they go on my belt or in my pocket. And so again, you'll see LED lights. So that'd be quite cool. And they look really cool in the dark, guys, too. That's why I gotta live stream myself early in the morning, because it is going to be very dark out, and you guys are actually going to see. And then I want to have my name tag on too as well, and yeah, it's there as well, and so it's good. So again, so kind of basically we're having a bit of a kind of, it's not, like I said, it's not a party, but it is, the employees where I work in at we'll be all dressing up for Halloween. And then Foodland employees will be all dressed up, so we'll be Tim Hortons and that kind of stuff. And I'm making a coffee pit stop early in the morning. And that as well. So that'd be really cool. So cool, I forgot to plug my walkie-talkies in today. Darn. Darn, darn, darn. But that is okay. I get this set, and then I sneak over and get them plugged in for a bit. And oh, we got the little light. It's Halloween tomorrow, so anybody can dress up as anything they wish to, and that kind of thing. Of anything they want to. Any costume is acceptable. It's the only time of year, guys, you get to actually dress up. Now, there's some people they dress up all year round, but you know there's different groups and that kind of stuff. So it's like there's Halloween all year round type groups and that kind of stuff that celebrate it 365 days a year, just like there's groups that celebrate Christmas 365 days a year too, and that kind of stuff. So again, we're just getting cameras all set up here, and that. So again, it is a real live Devil's Night chat, guys, and that kind of stuff as well. So. So again, this is a good time too, so people jot down their comments, their ideas, or what, and that kind of stuff. Also to jot down comments on what if you guys been to any cool Halloween parties and that. No details, but what you liked about them and that kind of stuff. That's basically what tonight's Halloween, the Timothy Plain show is based on tonight. Is still continuing on with Halloween chats, so and that kind of thing. And we're still connecting with people's first. We never get Peter Baskin on live or any of these guys on live. Also, too, it's a good horror movie night too. It is also a backbone to if there had been what you call a Friday the 13th during this month, if the 13th had fell on a Friday, that would have been a really cool spooky what you call a spooky chat there. And again, we're just getting all set up. That's what I said. When it rolls around Christmas time, we're gonna have to get kind of brighter lights and that kind of stuff as well. So, oopsie. Okay. Oh, Daniel Ratcliffe, how you doing? It says A.D. Potter. First time I've seen you on here. uh, that's okay. Welcome. And again, I'm just gonna be right back. I can get that on here. There's a plug for that. Okay, just wanted to get that all plugged in. And so welcome to A.D. Potter is watching. And that kind of thing. And, nope, wrong. Nope, that was the right flashlight. And that. So again, tomorrow is Halloween, and we're dressing up for work. And again, we're getting our photos taken as a group. So technically, I'm gonna be going. Now I went to the Halloween party to a friend's Halloween party on Sunday. I dressed as two of my other favorite characters that I liked. Atreyu from the Neverending Story mixed with kind of a little bit of Indiana Jones. But tomorrow I'm gonna is going to be kind of different because tomorrow I'm gonna suit up in my Ghostbuster gear, and I will be going to work dressed up. So that is kind of cool. And so that is kind of I had to do some minor mending on the suit. I bought the suit used in secondhand store. I didn't know it had a hole in it, but I mended up the holes, and where I needed to sew the holes up on it, and I put a couple Canadian flags on one on the arm and one on the chest. And with a couple of my lapel pins on there, like my Canadian lapel pin, Canadian and British lapel pin to it, and then Canada 150th anniversary pin I got from when I was helping out for Canada Day. On the Canada Day anniversary, and my Ontario pin, and I put that on there as well. And then I bought. I went to the Really gift shop, and I bought about 2 years ago. Now I bought a patch, and with a little Wyerton Willie in the middle of it with the Canadian maple leaf, and it says Wyerton, Ontario, Canada on it, and I sewed it on the arm. So that way it kind of it looks kind of make an original creation of it. But also to something again a little different. I do again, instead of having a proton pack, guys. I'm going to actually show you what I'll be working with. So my everyday headphones, guys, that you see me wearing. So, I hope that's just, is that tape? Or is that LED lighting? Oh. So yeah, I hope that had nothing to do with LED lights. So again, my headphones, guys, that you see. I'm going to show you. I'm not going to plug it in the battery. I'm going to plug it in the other way, so that way you guys are going to see what it looks like. I'm going to plug it in mine into the computer here in a minute, so that way you get to see what it's going to look like on the battery. So, oh, where's the hole? Oh, I can't find the hole. Oh, there it is. There it is. And oh. Okay. So you see how that guys comes on, and so that way. So again, you see. So you guys, I'll turn my ear this way. So again, see what the LED lights are, guys. That's what they're gonna look like when they're plugged into the battery when I'm outside on the street. So again, with the battery, guys, it is going to look like this in the dark. So again, the LED lights are going to come on, and it's going to be plugged into here. So, which is the modems, which is going to be my proton pack. So it is a digital one. It is a battery modem, and you can plug the headphones into here, and all these lights light up blue, guys. They'll light up kind of blue, and it'll be on my pack. well, not on my back, but it'll be on my belt, or it'll actually be either in my belt or um, in my pocket. So again, like I said, that is going to be. So again, this is going to be my proton pack. So it's going to be like one of those new and improved digital proton packs. um, so that way, it is, I'm not, at least I don't have to walk around with anything on my belt. I mean, on my back, physically on my back. Um, kind of have one of those little portable ones. So basically, that's what that's going to look like, guys. And so again, we're gonna give those can't give those a rest. So basically, I just wanted to show you how they're gonna look like in early morning. So again, it can be really cool when they're lit up. So and of course I've got heavy. Of course, this is going to be probably going to be somewhere. It's a VP. It's a voice recorder, and I'll have that with me as well. Part of my equipment, and we'll see me walkie-talkie guys. When they're turned on, they actually work. People do actually really talk to them. They can channel through them. Just as bad as the Ouija board, but again, it clicks to your belt. So again, it is going to be going with me as well. So again, it is all these little gadgets. Just because the fact that I do have some bright lights, kind of that I'm working mobile-ish on mobile pack here with bright lights, LED lights. You may actually, normally I don't wear sunshades in the dark, but I do with the bright lights, because of the fact that especially if I'm doing a quick hello live tomorrow morning, it's still gonna be dark out a bit, and the lights kind of shine brighter in the dark. So, and plus with the lighting in my mobile phone, again, like I said, I'm gonna kind of protect my eyes. I'm gonna you'll see me. You probably will see me in my sunshades, kind of block that glare out, and that kind of stuff as well. So, so again, and so anyhow, guys, and I'm gonna show you the other LED light that I have. And there we are. Ooh, that is bright. So that is an actual LED flashlight. So that is going to be on my equipment as well. And so good photo opportunity. I will be at Tim Hortons too. I'm making my way through Tim Hortons tomorrow on my way to work, dressed up for work, because the employees at work are dressing up where I work. So we've got authorization to dress up. So I make my way for a coffee stop on the way through to Tim Hortons. So you guys are going to see my costume on the way through. The ones that live in Wyerton here. Those that are sitting at Timmy'S at 6:30 in the morning. I don't start work till about 10 after 7, but it's still dark out. But I make my way to Tim Hortons first, so it gives me time to walk up to work and that kind of stuff as well, because it is a long walk from where I live up to work, because I've got to walk all the way through town, and I've got to walk all the way up the hill. Out to Imesway. So, like I said, so it's a nice walk, nice weather. So again, you're going to see me out with my Ghostbuster gear. And that kind of thing. A little different from the regular big proton packs that groups have been making. And again, it's just a digital portable Wi-Fi modem battery plugged into a set of gaming headphones. So again, that's how that is all going to be different. So instead of seeing me with a big proton pack on my back with a zapper in my hand, I've got the LED light headphones, and the microphone piece that you see sticking out that I talk through is going to replicate the zapper. Um, so again, it is the streamer zapper. So again, it is quite different. I put a lot of work into putting this put a lot of work into adding to it, to the costume, and to the to the suit, like the digital part of the mobiling end of it. The batteries you can buy at any source store. I'll show you the battery again, guys, and it comes with a plug. Um, the gaming headphones, guys, you can buy at any source store. Again, and there's the plug to the battery, so the mobile modem battery. So again, guys, you can you can buy these. They're like $99 plus tax, about $100 at any source or radio supply store, electrical stores, and that they come in different sizes. This is the largest size they have. Um, and the headphones you can buy also at any gaming store, and they're LED light headphones, and they just you can just plug them in, and you can actually wear them on your head, and then the LED lights come through it. So I'm doing so again, I'm replicating the proton pack differently. Again, I take it, so technically, guys, Wireton is going digital. All digital. Wireless digital. The headphones are not really wireless because they have to plug in. But, again, they don't plug into a wall. They just plug into the battery part. But so technically, guys, we're Wireton here, guys. Ghostbuster Crew is going to go digital. So we're plugging into a battery. So our proton pack is just going to be just this, with the headphones plugged in, strapped to our belt or in our back pocket. It's really nice little cool little gadgets, guys. And that. And when you first buy them, you do have to charge them up for 24 hours. You have to let them sit like a cell phone. You gotta let them sit for 24 hours. So I just wanted to share that with you. So my costume is very kind of be partially digital, wireless digital. And my friends are getting so jealous of it because they're so used to seeing these groups, they're walking around, building all these electronic packs and that kind of stuff, and to get to actually get the work, and there's wires coming out from one end into the other. This one here is just on a battery and a headset. So again, it's going to be quite different, and plus also while I'm out here, I'm going to show you. Again, we do have I do have my old Optimist Club name tag. I'm not part of Optimist anymore. But I kept my old name tag. I stickered it up, but over the old symbols. But again, there's my name tag, guys, and a professional name tag where it says my name, Tim Plain, on it, and then it's just going to go on the suit and that. So, but yeah, so technically, I am wearing the gear, but I am going by my own name, my original name. Not the character's name or stage names from the movies. Again, I am technically am going by my real legal name. And so again, even though that I'm wearing the gear, I am that's going to be displayed on my thing, where my name tag is going to be on my suit. So so guys, that I'm not calling myself the names that you hear in the movie. Like I told Buzzsaw, I said you can fans can wear the suits and the gear, but they have to go by the original name. It's just the actors that did the publication of the movie and directors that kind of went by the stage names. Those are names that they created. Just like I have a nickname, or an old camp nickname, I could put on Gypsy Rover, because that was my childhood camp nickname. But no, I always Even when I'm at work, I always go by my biological. I go by my legal name. Um, so again, Timothy was too expensive to put on there, so I just so again, they ended up putting just Tim on there for short, which is still my legal name, and that kind of stuff. So because it would have been too expensive to have Timothy put all the way across there, because they charge you per each letter they engrave into the gold plate. Plus you pay for the gold plate on top of it. So again, to make it cheaper, I kind of had to just put Tim for short. So yeah, so I'm gearing up in my Ghostbuster gear tomorrow, guys. Early in the morning, and to celebrate Halloween, and that kind of stuff. And I may surprise you. I don't know. I may change characters. Never know. For when I go back to Tim Hortons at night for a coffee, I may change characters. I might change characters, might not. I may stay in my Ghostbuster gear, or I may switch over to Peter Pan. Never know. I don't know yet. Depends on what people like the most. If they like my costume on my way home, going to work, or at work, the most like the Ghostbuster costume better, Ghostbuster gear and costume better. Then if they like that better, then that's what I am going to be for at night as well when I go for coffee. Make a second trip for coffee at night. So again, that's and that kind of stuff too. So again, let's kind of see what see how it's well liked tomorrow, and that kind of thing. And trust me, it's cool because it turns a lot of heads. So again, tomorrow, guys, is Halloween. A lot of the employees at different places, everywhere from where I work one day a week at Wyerton Dental, we're dressing up, and everybody from Foodland is all dressing up, I think, and Tim Hortons is all dressing up as well. So again, that is going to be quite interesting, and so again, like I said, we got tomorrow is going to be and that is the most wonderful time. Again, that's a Christmas day saying, but I'll say one of the most spookiest time of the year, because it only comes once a year. Halloween only comes once a year, guys. So gotta get out and enjoy it. It's the only time you get to be somebody else. What was it? One year I almost bought an actual cockroach costume. No, I definitely would not walk into a fast food restaurant dressed as a cockroach and order for a coffee, because they probably call the exterminators, and I probably will get definitely zapped. Or squished, or swatted with the fly swatter, because they probably think I really was one. It caused a restaurant infestation. I'm surprised my friend's girlfriend or fiance actually showed up to work dressed as a mouse. She says, "Well, I'm not a mouse." She says, "I'm dressed as Minnie Mouse." I said, "Don't matter." I said, "You're still a mouse." It's still an infestation. We were joking with it. We were like it's still a mouse. It is still a mice infestation in where you work at Timmy'S. So at Tim Hortons coffee shop. But no, we were just teasing my friend there, and they got a kick out of it. And so again, also too, I got a bit of a short glimpse of that party and that kind of stuff for you, and how just having a little bit of fun and that kind of stuff. playing games and that kind of stuff. So that way they have. So that way I put it up on YouTube. So that way they have memories. So if they want to share it to their Facebook page or whatever, at least they have a little bit of some. They have their own little video memory. So again, and that kind of thing, and it was fun because one year he videotaped me at karaoke. so I got him at the so I ended up videotaping him at the group of us at the Halloween party. So that would be quite cool on live stream. So that is quite cool. We are open now for window invites. So anybody wants to come in and chat in the wonderful Halloween Devil's Night Halloween chat on the Timothy Plains Show, we're open. And that. And my wife's gonna yak all night on the telephone. So anyhow, and also too, I've got all the Harry Potter movies. I haven't got around to watching them at all this year for Halloween, but maybe I'll watch them for Christmas. If I was in by watching them around Christmas time. In that. So again, like I said, we're live here tonight, and happy Devil's Night or happy Samhain night, the night before Halloween. The original pronunciation of Halloween, which is the Irish Celtic pronunciation of it, Night of the Dead, that even in the Spanish culture they would call tonight, before Halloween, before the witching hour. So again, and that, so that's so technically the witching hour has actually started now. Technically, according to history, of the Halloween history, the witching hour actually started tonight, and it made its way all the way through Halloween Day and all the way through Halloween night to All Saints Day, which is November the 1st, at sunup. November the 1st, which was declared All Saints Day. So again, that was it goes that. So again, that is so again, it is tonight of Halloween. There's tonight, the first night, which is tonight, is Black Halloween. That they referred to as Devil's Night. The night you might want to be, if you guys live in the big cities, the night you guys want to be locking your doors if you're superstitious people, and that kind of stuff. So and it's one of those nights you wouldn't dare to go out. So again, it's the technical the doorway to Halloween night. So again, like I said, it is a wonderful night. Some good can come out of it too. So, like I said, so you know, we were gonna do a costume show tonight. I decided not to. And that, so again, we kind of bringing a live. Decided to bring live chat on here. I'm still thawing out my pork chops for tonight because I'm making my own pork chops tonight. And so again, we are and that. So I'm having my own pork chops tonight. I'm waiting for that to thaw out before I can cook it, and the stove to cool down before we heat it up. We're seeing if Josh Rankin will connect with us tonight and see if he'll come through and chat. And that. Sometimes he's just shy too. We got Paul Lucer from Fog TV, and he's doing wonderful good with his paranormal investigations. So I think he's got paranormal investigations tonight. He's got paranormal investigations tomorrow night. I'm not sure where he's going to be tomorrow night, guys. I think he might actually be. I think he'd be St. Catharines or Niagara Falls again at the Screaming Tunnel. There is actually a movie being made, he was saying, that is based on the true history of, I forget the name of it, but it was the name of a certain road where ghost legend history once took place. That has a lot of spiritual, historical history to it. That's had a lot of hauntings to it over the decades. I guess there was. I guess the legend says that about it. It happened in Niagara Falls, and it happened to. It involved the Screaming Tunnel. I forget the name of the road it is on, but it is a historical tunnel, and it happened here in Canada, Ontario, in Niagara Falls decades ago. And it was about a. I guess that Paul was saying, it was, the legend says that it was about a young girl that was supposedly abducted and bullied and beaten, and it got very terrible that she was burnt alive in this tunnel, and her spirit came back and haunted this tunnel, and today you can hear her screaming and crying and everything else like that. I guess there was a little bit of they say that it was a bit of what you call a very violent struggle. That's all I'm gonna put. We don't want to get into using the R word too much on here, but because it is internet. But again, according to the legend of that ghost legend, that her spirit today still haunts that tunnel, and will not leave that tunnel. And for decades, people in Niagara Falls at this haunted tunnel. I forget the name of the road that it was named. That the name of the road is. I can't pronounce it, but it is a weird name. But again, the tunnel today sits on that road, and it's old historical tunnel. If anybody's ever been to that Screaming Tunnel, whatever, it is haunted tunnel. Hey Richard, how you doing? And so again, the people that live in Niagara Falls, every Halloween when they travel through that tunnel, sometimes late at night, in the dark, they can hear the cries and the screams from this young girl, and they can hear her screaming, and her ghost screaming and spirit screaming and crying very loudly. You know that they hear ghost voices in there. That indicates, that relates back to the burning alive or whatever. It was a very terrible tragedy that happened years ago. I don't know how many decades or years ago this happened, but it is an historical tunnel, and it is today a very haunted tunnel. And I guess her ghost has never left that tunnel, because it's never crossed over. It has never been fully. A lot of paranormal investigators have gone through there with little gadgets like video cameras, like like walkie-talkies, VPR voice recorders, but nobody has ever. He said nobody has ever. They've never ever got like a dialist or a channelist. Now, if anybody wants to know what a dialist and channelist, every paranormal investigation crew has a full team. Travels with a full team. The Ghostbusters, we're cool people. We just zap the suckers, and the job's done and over with. But the actual investigation crews like Fog TV or Northern Star investigators from the States or whatever, where they did the Amityville House, they actually go in, and with their team sometimes contain a psychic, a priest, a channelist, a dialist. So again, they all have different jobs, and an exorcist. So again, it is in case of different if they channel anything, and a white Wiccan witch. So a white Wiccan and a dark Wiccan witch. So like I said, that is they're playing with a full ball game here. So basically, they all indicate different. They have different jobs that they do, that they're trained for, either volunteer or commissioned. So what the priest or the minister does, again, he goes in and he does the what you call spiritual. Uh, he does like he picks up on the spiritual sense of the spirits, um, and he calls his congregation to immediately go into intercessory prayer, spiritual warfare, that kind of thing. And then the priest, he goes in and scatters sage and tries to actually try to bring it out with sage and holy water. Try to bring it to the top bring the spirit to the top of the surface. Now a dialist and a channelist, now they go together. Their job is to go in with what you call an Ouija board or Ouija board to try to communicate with the spirit directly, to find out how powerful the spirit really is, or how dangerous that or demonic that spirit can be, that's channeling in that area, and see if it'll channel through the board. Again, they ask it very serious. Again, the channelist does the channeling, and the channelist asks the questions to bring it out. The dialist does the dialing of the Ouija board, so the planchetta, to get its attention. So each paranormal investigation crew does different jobs. Everybody's got different jobs and those kind of things. So again, that's how they pick up. And then the channelist, he does the VPR recording, voice response recording, and that kind of thing to get the evidence on tape and video camera. So that is how they're all different. And now the exorcist comes in if somebody comes out possessed, demonly possessed. So if the demons or whatever, the spirits get into somebody and they go into a spiritual get spiritually possessed, demonically, what you call demonically, then automatically the exorcist does a full exorcism and actually exorcises the spirit out of them, or tries to anyways. So technically his job is more risking his life than anything. He's got the most dangerous job of the whole entire crew. So again, he goes through with these different these different what you call exorcism prayers, everything from the archangels to the Catholic prayers, the Hail Mother Marys and all that. So again, he is totally separate from his Catholic church. So technically, he's on his own. He is a priest, but he's a different style of priest. He or she is a different style of priest. Means that they are hired separately outside of the church. So because of the church, it's the Catholic church, or my wife's background church, doesn't anymore approve of that. So they're, upon request, they're hired totally separate if needed. So again, they run their own. They're their own service. So there is a difference on how those paranormal investigation crews operate. It is they're what you call more realistic than anything else like that. So that is quite cool. So I just wanted to share that with you guys on how their jobs are all different. So on those teams, and so yeah. So again, tomorrow, guys, is Halloween. I'll be dressed up in my Ghostbuster gear, and good photo opportunity too when we get to work and that kind of thing for my 1 day a week job and that kind of thing. So I'm looking forward to the photo end of it too as well. That's kind of cool. So again, like I said, we're live on Devil's Night here, so which what they call Black Halloween. My doors is locked, even though I do live in a small town. I still don't trust it with a 3-foot pole. I tell you, there's a couple times too I've got to go. I've actually, honestly, I've heard ever since Hunter's Cabin, guys. Even though that was a set-up haunted house, guys, I have actually heard no ghost movement in here. Even the year I first started it, in 2017, after the year that my mom died, I've been hearing heavy, heavy walking around in here at night, and the cat's sleeping with me, and all of a sudden, and my wife's sleeping, and all of a sudden, out in the living room here, I hear a lot of heavy footsteps roaming around in here. You know, telephones. I hear the beeping on the telephone. I hear the TV clicking. I hear, you know, I hear a lot of this, you know, with my desk. There's a couple nights where the fireplace, my electric fireplace, has come on by itself. You know, I've heard the door chain rattle. You know, I've heard the doors rattle, everything else like that. You know, I've actually seen the lights come on by themselves. There was one night Fran wasn't home, and I was sitting here and in the dark, and we were doing Haunted Hunter's Cabin, Haunted House, and one early morning, I think I got caught that on video too. All of a sudden, the light itself flicked on by itself. Nobody flicked it on. It actually came on by itself. Something switched it on. So I said, so again, like it is. And that, and so again, and it is kind of a wonderful thing. It was a spooky thing at that time. Again, we also too, when we had our early morning spook shows, they were kind of neat. Everybody enjoyed those. So again, like we completed those series, and which was kind of good in time just for Halloween. So again, tomorrow on my way to work, guys, I am going to be live really early in the morning. I'm not going to send invites out for that because, again, on how early in the morning I'm going to be live. If you guys are up and you guys happen to see me on live, feel free to pop in and follow the stream. Again, I'll be on very quick for a short time on my way to work, and so that way, you know, it is so that way you can see me dressed up in my Ghostbuster gear going up to work, and then probably a little bit after, I will probably go live too a little bit after coming home from work. So again, you'll be able to see that in daylight as well, because by then it'll be daylight. And I'll be stopped for Tim Hortons, coming home for a bit. Then at night, after dark, probably go back for buy another coffee and that kind of stuff. And so have. That's all I do, guys. Is even the nighttime, guys. Yeah, I just dress up because it's Halloween. But no, I do not go trick or treating. I don't walk around with a bag. I don't go to door to door and trick or treating like I used to when I was a kid. So again, to me, it is just a nice walk up to Tim Hortons, dressed up, just because it's Halloween. Support the festivities. So again, like I said, it is, and then talk kind of yik yak to my buddies and that kind of stuff as well. Not like that one night, that one Halloween night. What was it? I came out of karaoke, and we came out of the karaoke bar. I went up to Tim Hortons for coffee at 5 in the morning. We left the bar at 1. I didn't get out of Tim Hortons till 5 in the morning. Sat at Tim Hortons drinking coffee, buying coffee till 5 in the morning. That was a crazy year. I'll tell you that. That was so funny. But yeah, so again, like I said, and also too, guys, tomorrow night is the big Halloween Barnyard Cowboy Hoedown, Halloween Stomp and Stomp in Purple Valley. Old Barnyard Halloween tradition, square dancing, Stomp and Stomp. There's always, technically, with it being Halloween, it's done in a barnyard and it's done on a farm, and again, it is a licensed event, and it's always a muddy event too, and everybody goes there with nice clean Halloween costumes on, and they get drunk, down and dirty, and then they come home all muddy in cabs and everything else like that. So they go in with their clean new Halloween costume and come out with another one, drunk and dirty, and muddy. So that is that's why they call it the Halloween Stomp and Stomp. Um, so again, I'm so glad I never go to those. Definitely, I'd be laughing too hard. That would actually be a live stream moment, laughter, and generally. Um, but so yeah, so hey Donald, how you doing? So again, and that so it's that time of year again. That spooky time of year again. So again, like I said, it's fortunately where I live, guys, in an apartment building, we don't get the trick or treaters. If we do, we get them as far as the front door only, because the building policy is they cannot come through the apartment buildings and go to door to door. Usually, I don't know what they're doing this year, the ownership, because some years the ownership will put candy out at the front lobby door for the kids to dive into. Um, they did the first 2 years we moved. The first year we moved in here, and the year after, and then after that they stopped doing that. And but some years they do, or sometimes they have have the superintendent lady sit downstairs with the candy and that kind of thing and hand it out to the kids as they're going by the front doors of the apartment building, down in the front foyer, down at the bottom of the stairs, or up at the top of the landing, on the main landing on the second floor. Um, so again, that way they're not going down every individual hallway, and so that way, because these hallways are too small. Uh, Plus it's a nice building, but it's all stairs all the way up, 4 flights. Um, Usually there's only supposed to be 3 floors. We're on the third, but there is an extended floor above us, which is fourth floor. The building I live in is an old. Oh, it's been various things. It's an old bank. So technically, apartments we live in bank vaults, old bank vaults, converted to apartments. And then one time it used to be a doctor's office, and then one time it used to be a funeral parlor, and a bank. It's been a lot of things before it became apartment buildings, over the past years. So that probably explains why the place is haunted. It's one of those old historical buildings. Been here for years, decades. So it is, and that kind of thing. Sit back. I'm watching the actual new TV series of Sabrina. If you remember the old TV series of Sabrina, the teen witch with the cat that talks. Well, my cat, he talks, but he doesn't talk English. He speaks Spanish. He don't know a word of English. He's like talking to a brick wall. But that's a trade you for you. He's a sweetie wherever he went to. I don't know what he's sleeping. He's sleeping away. On his favorite time of year too, Devil's Night, Halloween. I thought he'd be very hyper, because this is his favorite time of year, especially when he's a black cat. So it's his time it's his year to roam. Again, he is a Halloween cat. He's one of those tentacle Egyptian Siamese. So I mean, he loves. He's immune to Halloween. So again, he's Halloween spirited type cat. But I think with his kind of nature, I don't think he gives two craps this year. But yeah. So again, like I said, that is quite cool. And we just wanted to do one of those quick check-ins and that kind of thing. So again, we're going to keep the chat windows open live for a couple more minutes. So anybody want to make like an audio board and channel in? Go right ahead. Yeah. Okay. So anyhow, so again, we're going to close that window now because we're getting no chat that was coming through at this point. So again, we will catch you guys tomorrow morning very early. Again, I will be live on my way to Wyerton Dental where I work. And I will be, instead of my work uniform, guys, I will be in my Ghostbuster gear. And so again, it is going to be an early morning show. I'm not going to send the invites out because with how early I go to work. And so again, like I said, but if you guys are up at that time in the morning and you want to, and you see me live, feel free to mosey on in and follow at your own free accord. And that, so but our maybe the evening stream or whatever, I will send the invites out, so that way you guys, so again, for the evening show or the daytime show, that when we're live out in front of Tim Hortons, and that kind of thing, we will send you the invites, and that kind of stuff. But that being that early in the morning, guys, it is, you can come through momentarily on your own. So I hope everybody has a great, wonderful, happy Halloween, Devil's Night. And we'll see you early tomorrow morning. Have a great night. Trick or treat.